Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be making a recording application in Python. So for this application, the user interface is pretty simple. There is a single button that the user will click for start and stop the record, and he will get the amount of the length of the recording which has been done. So for this purpose, we will import the files. We will import PyAudio. We will import tkinter. We will use wave. So we are using PyAudio to record the input, and we are using wave to save that recorded input, and we are using tkinter to design the user interface. Further, we will use some supporting libraries like threading and time and datetime. There guys, we have done the imports. One thing is important to mention over here, that PyAudio is a library that you will have to install. However, the tkinter other libraries are part of Python. You also have to install the wave library. With that said, let's move on to create the class called recorder. So this is our main class. In this class, we are going to define our constructor. We want to first, the way I will make this tutorial is I will first create the user interface for the application, and then I will move forward to work with the functionality of the application. So the first thing we need to do is make a root window. And we want this window to be resizable and consume the whole screen once the user has maximized it. For that, let's get the screen width and height. Okay. Let's set the screen to be of this size. Then we want to if we run this now, you will see that you will get a small window like this. It's a plain empty window. So let's start plugging our buttons into it. So obviously our application will have one button for recording, starting then stopping the recording. Let's put that in. We want a class variable called button, and this is a functionality of this. Okay, so over here I'm just gonna copy a Unicode of microphone because I want a microphone symbol over there. If you guys want to copy this as well, you can get it from Google, and also I have linked my Medium blog of this tutorial in the description of this video. You can go there and check it out. In there I have given you the code for it separately. You can just copy it from there and paste it over here. If you paste it over here, it'll become just like this. Okay, so first we need to also initialize what this is. This is the text, and the second option we have for this is font. So font have to be given as a tuple, and we want the font to be Arial with a size of 20, and further what we need from it is to be bold. So once you have configured the button, now what you have to do is you have to pack it. There is one part of it which is missing right now. Just give me a second. Let me pack it first. Okay. Now the thing is that we want some functionality to be performed when we press the button, right? For that purpose, what we do is we use the command input. Right now we have not defined a function. We will define it just now, but uh, let me just put a placeholder over here. So what this line is doing is it's saying that you need to pack a button into this window, which is of this symbol. You can write any kind of text here. You can say hello or whatever you want over here. And we want the font to be set over here. You can give any font you want. If you want it not bold, you want it italic, you can give it that. Give that as input as well. And then we are saying that once this button is clicked on, you want to run this, you want to check this function out or the functionality. So what does this button do? Let's define it as well. For the time being, let me just so we don't make a spelling mistake. Let me just copy it from here. And let's say the functionality right now is passed. When we run, you'll see that now you have this huge button that is clickable. Okay. So now what we want when this happens, so first we need to make a class variable called, let's call it I've made a class variable to keep track of if we are recording or we are not recording. So that's a boolean variable over there. What we'll do is we'll check the boolean. If it was already set to true, what we want to do is we first of all we want this button to, we don't toggle it, and then what we want to do is we want to, okay, so for me, I want personally that the user should be visibly, he should know when, since it's a single button, we should also give some kind of symbol that it's recording or not. For this purpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on the button, go into the configurations and give the foreground color as, let's say that you want the let's say you want the color of the button to be black when it's not recording. So we'll do that, and in the case that it was on not recording state, we want it to be set to true. Further, we want the button, get this from here, to be red. Again, the colors are your option, you can keep them as you want, but however, we want some functionality from this as well. Right now, let's just quickly run it. Now, if you see, if I click it, it will turn red. If I click it again, it will turn black. So that's the button functionality over here. One thing more we need is we want to be able to see the elapsed time on the application, since I told you in the beginning. For that, we will use a label. Let's quickly pack a label into it. This is hours, minutes, and seconds. And over here, what we want to do is we want, okay. So we want to pack this label as well. So now we have the label as well. As you can see, there we have it. We can also make it bold, italic, any way you want. If you want to change the appearance, I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Okay. So when this happens, what we want to do is we want to start a thread, and we want to start a thread to basically start the recording for us. So what we are going to do is we are going to threading dot thread target, and let's say the function we will make for that is record audio. Okay, so we want the target to run this, and we want to start. So now we have to implement the functionality for this function. So in the record audio, with this, let me tell you guys. Now the shell is complete. You have the label, you have the button showing on the screen. The only thing left is to make a recording application now. So let's quickly make that. First thing you need to do is you need to start the audio instance, and there you go. And then we need to start a stream. Basically, we need to configure it to give it configurations. I want single channel stream. So what I'll do is, so what I have done is that I have given it a format. I have given I have my audio single channel. I have given the baud rate and the frame per buffer. The input is true. So with this, we have the stream configured. So what we are going to do now is that we have the stream, we have the audio open. Now we are starting to make. So first, let's make a frames named empty list. With an empty list now, okay. We want to keep a track of how much time has been elapsed since we have started the recording. For that purpose, let's just declare the variable start and just get the timestamp over here. Then I will start a while loop, and I want this while loop to run till the time recording is set to true. Let's get the data from stream, and we want it to 4. This will get the data, and then we want to plug it into the frames. So we have a frame list being created of the time. We want the past time. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to simply call time and subtract out the starting timestamp. What now is left is that we want to segregate this time that has already come into the past variable. We want to segregate it in the sense that it is divided into minutes, seconds, and hours. For the second part, let's just is second, and what we are going to do is we're going to take the past time and to this will give us the seconds, and then we will calculate the minutes. And similarly, we will take out the hours. 60. Okay, so now we have seconds, minutes, and hours. Now what we want to do is we want to plug these values into our label. For that purpose, we are going to simply basically we will just here. Okay, so what this is doing is that, oh sorry, well, name. Okay, so essentially we just take the label variable and we set the config, and again we just plug this updated text over here. What will happen is each time while the while loop is running, it will keep on updating the time since and the user can live see how much time has been elapsed in recording. So after this we have to close the stream. First of all, what we will do is we will stop stream, then we will close it. Close the stream, and at the end we want the audio to terminate. Now, up till now you have made the recording as well. Now what we want to do is we want to start storing it. For that purpose, we want the application to have a unique name. Not the application, sorry, the recording to have a unique name. Let's just take a timestamp. Okay, so now guys, basically you have the current date and time and hours and everything. Now you can create any way you like. You just need to first let's create a recording. So what I've done is I've quickly initialized a file name over here that we want to give the file. And what I've done is I've taken the current date. It gives you the time, date, year, everything. So I've used it by year, month, date, time, or seconds. So I've used the second part. So each recorded file, even if it is made consecutively, will have a unique timestamp. So if it will have a unique timestamp, again, it will be saved as with a unique name. So I want the audio files to go to the main directory wherever the code is. We open it in write and then we basically from this is the main part. So this is the file location where we want to open the file, and then while we are creating the file, we want the channels to be one. We give just like when we were recording, we wanted to give all the file configuration, we gave the buffer size and everything. Similarly, we will give all of that over here, and then we will join all the frames in the list into a single file, and then we will close that file. What will this will essentially do is this will create a basically a recording of whatever recorded file that you made. So with this guys, let's just run it, and there you go. You have an application that is capable of recording. As you can see, the time elapsed is being shown over here. You can see that it's going on recording. Since I click it over here, it's giving an error of attribute right. Just fix that second. Oh. Hey, so I mistakenly did not change the name over here. So we have changed the name, and this will fix the error. There we go. So I'm not sure if this will record the input while I'm using it, using my microphone to record this video, but let's still give it a whirl and try it out. Let's see if it is here. Just give me a second. So there we have it. Let's make a test recording. Okay. So this is testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let's see if let's discover if our system is able to give microphone to two systems at once. And there you go. You see we have an output over here. If I'll have to find it, so let's open this. That's it for today. We have made a Python application for recording audio. We use TK Interpy audio and waves, as I mentioned in the beginning. So currently we cannot unfortunately test the results. We can see that it's generating the recorded audio files. However, you can test them out on your own systems because I'm using my microphone for this video recording. Furthermore, there is a blog on the same tutorial which is linked to this video's description. Check it out. If it helps you in copying the code, checking out how the code is being done, and it also contains the Unicode as well. So I'll leave that description link on the description. I'll leave the GitHub link in the description as well. So if you guys have any questions or if anything that's not working up to the plan, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll help you guys over there as well. So hope to see you in the next one. Stay tuned.